Yeah, so we're still on that one. Have kind of a curious issue here. So we see that. Let me actually overwrite this here quickly. Make sure we get it directly from the API. So what I'm interested in is mainly this guy here, and see what the format is that we get it out. So let's kick it off here. Oh, probably should have done that one. All right. Okay. Now let's, oh, we're already having an issue here. Okay, but that's fine. Okay, so now I want to see the, where's my debugger? My updates and see what kind of format this has. So the issue that I keep having is that this, as soon as that is in the, okay, so city works for some reason. As soon as that is in the database, and that might simply be a question of encoding is my guess. So let's just see what happens. Okay. So then this happens. So let's look at this in the database. Should have a couple of those now. And here we see it's an encoding issue. Okay. And let's see if that's the same problem that we have in the live database. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say use the database names is water. I'm going to say select everything from water. Sorry. Select everything from hardness. Okay. And here we have the same issue. Okay. Let's see what this would do. So pretty easy actually. What I'm trying to do here is, I don't even have to. Let's just click on get. And here, oops, not sure what's happening here. Here. Same thing happening here. Need to get rid of those, otherwise I'm gonna go crazy. Yeah. Let's clear that out. Okay. Okay. Kind of wondering why this is still here. Okay, this is empty. This is empty. Let's fire it up again. So we get it here. And I guess that's okay. And then we want to see that one again. It's getting worse. I wonder why that's the case. Wonder why that's the case. There must be some kind of, okay. Huh. Haven't had to deal with encoding for the longest time. Let's kind of see what's going on here. So that we don't need. So we know it's coming okay from curl. And we know that this doesn't do anything. So let's try this out here quickly again and see how that's interpreted. So here we have from the curl, we need to step one down. Okay, so updates, and here we see, that's the wrong one. Okay, here we see the issue, right? So this seems to be fine. This seems to be fine, and here is the issue, is when we insert that. So the question is, yeah, okay, I expect that to be fine. Okay, here. Now we have the hardness. Okay, here it's still fine. And here it's potentially the issue, right? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Let's quickly see that. Where are my variables? Oh. Is that why? No. Oh, this doesn't make sense. It's a different version. So vendor and 3 apps DB. Let's check this out quickly. Char set. Okay. Probably here. No. Okay. Set char set. Okay. Fair enough. Let's try it here. UTF-8 MB4. Okay, what's the late for this request, I guess? Let's truncate this. Truncate. Okay. Okay, oops, that's kind of understood. Okay, here we go. Yeah, another question comes. I basically know what's going to happen here. Okay, so this comes out nice. Now the question is, does this thing agree? Oh, this looks good. I'm getting scared. Hey! Okay, cool. Which basically means if I now set everything back to normal, which means we're going to get this one, and this one's going to fall out, and this one's going to fall out, and then here, I'm going to get rid of this one. Okay. What the hell? Wait, what? How is that an issue? I thought we just fixed that, did we not? We did. We did. Okay. Seems to be a bigger issue than I thought. We know why. We're going to leave. It happens at the read process too. Not a problem. So what we're going to do in our... We're going to do this more general here. We're going to move this to the frame, to our demo frame, and set environment variables. Bum. If we do it here instead of here, my guess is crap. Really? Okay, why is that the case? Why is that the case? So we have it in our find. Okay. Stupid question, but if it's found here. How can this be an issue? How can this be an issue, huh? Let's see. I'm actually not even. Hey! Good that I have you here. I'm fighting with character encoding and haven't dealt with that for the longest time. So my database, right, has these kind of like super interesting, well, whatever that is, districts here. And it's written correctly. And now I'm trying to figure out, okay, it comes out directly. The page itself, actually the page itself, now that I think of it, this might simply be my front end. But for some reason, so here I get it out as this super interesting string, which is something that I don't understand at all. But that's literally what my database makes out of it here. Or at least let's figure out whether or not that's the case. So that's something I want to quickly listen to here. See what's happening. Yeah, umlauts. Exactly that. Okay. So here, yep, now I already get it out like this. What the hell? Have you ever seen that before? It's super strange. Why is it the case? Why is that the case? So just to be super sure here, let me quickly do something here where I say Okay, so this looks good. Huh. Okay. There's a... Okay, wait a second. Is this something... Where is it again? I want to know whether or not that's maybe a completely different kind of issue here. What if I were to say... Is that some form of... Okay, so that didn't help. I mean, it helped by inserting it correctly. So now it's UTF-8, but now, of course... Actually, let me get you. Let me talk to you here. I'm going to open up my Discord. Open up my Discord. Let's see how you're doing. Okay. All right. So if you want to, I'm on Discord in the live interaction channel, and what I want to try out is whether or not this is potentially... Yeah, exactly. So what I want to see is whether or not something in this character string creates some kind of weird bug. What was this thing here? What am I looking for? Yeah. Do it like that. 8137. What? Yep, that should be good. Oh yeah, right there. No, makes very little sense. Okay. Okay. So still does the same thing. Hey, how's it going?
Hello, hello.
Oh, you've got a new...
How's it going?
You've got a new, what's it called? Profile picture.
Yes, I do indeed have a new profile picture. But I do not only have a new profile picture, I do have a new microphone as well.
Yeah, I can hear that. It's super loud. Let me turn that down. Sounds
Oh, I'm sorry.
sounds super good. So, what do you have a new microphone for?
No, I can go like a little bit away if you want to.
Yeah, you have no feeling for distance. That's the problem.
Like, yeah.
Okay, why the hell is this happening?
I have no idea. Can you tell me what column tile? Let me go back to the stream. Actually, switch to the Twitch stream 1 second. So I can see it earlier. So I'm gonna mute the side, then go to your channel.
No, you don't actually have to.
Okay,
Hold on.
so what column type of that column?
Hold on. So, okay. How does that work?
Did you screen share it now? Okay, let me.
Yeah, so you can see it live.
Oh, I can see you. That's neat.
Yeah, neat. Neat. That I don't know why that's the case. That's super ridiculous. But okay.
Can I do this? What is it going to do? It's not going to do it, right?
Apparently not.
That's fine.
But okay, so here's the point. It's correctly in the database, right? That's how it looks like in the database.
Let me check if I can get this to like a little bit bigger.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know how I can turn off my... Oh, hold on. Is this getting better? No, it makes no difference. Okay, hold on. Now it's breaking apart. Oh, hello? Yeah, I don't know what happened, but it's really hard to hear you all of a sudden. Hello?
Okay.
Hello? Yeah, hold on, give me a second. Hold on a second. Okay. Better? I think that's... Ooh. He's gone. Okay, so what we're trying to figure out basically, right, is whether or not...
Hello.
Way better.
I'm sorry, I didn't do anything.
That's possible, but
Let me
nonetheless...
go back to Twitch. That was working better.
Yeah. Okay, so the question is, okay, why does this not...
Work.
Yeah, wait, why does this not work? Yes. Like what's going on with this? Can this even be produced?
I mean, it's an interesting behavior. You have some district, right? And this one is weirdly formatted.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, but not in the database and not. So it doesn't seem to be an issue of the overall retention here. Where is it? Right, like it's super strange.
Some of them work, some of them don't.
Well, no. So it has something. It's this particular one. Did you have?
I do see two. You have them twice.
Yeah. That's because yeah, because I have that twice because of testing.
That's fine. Just for me to orient.
Can you think of a... Oh yeah, I have an idea.
What is it?
I want to use a postal code that has a umlaut in it. What the hell? Oh. Sure. So this will of course not work. Hold on. Okay. So do you see how now it's working?
Yeah, it's Altstadt Süd.
Right? Okay. Now this comes in that case it's directly from the API, and I give the API values out, and the next time it will find it in existence in the database already, right? And then look at what happens. Do you see that?
Yes, okay.
It's kind of like, why is that happening? Why is this the district? And obviously, do you see how much shorter that is than the other one?
Yeah.
I mean,
So this seems to
obviously,
be Köln.
Yeah. Obviously, it's way cheap. I mean, it is some kind of encoding that kicks in. Actually, that's a good idea. Let me quickly try something out. I want to have a hard debug.
What is it? Still, what is the column type?
What do you mean the column type?
Because does it support
Oh.
Unicodes?
Yeah. It does. It happened actually. The irony is that this happened on a German server. So I made sure that the collation is I mean, it was super crazy. I set it on the column itself, on the database, on the table. Like, it's kind of like to make sure, like, dude, you gotta be able to handle UTF-8. And right now, for no particular reason, even though that's the default, I set it on the char set of the database connection.
Yeah.
And what I want to do here quickly.
But like, can you show me the console output again for the new value that we've inserted?
For the new value.
Like on the left, on your PHP Storm, you made this DB query with this select, and
Yeah.
you got values out that seem to be somewhat formatted correctly with new lines and stuff.
Right.
Right, and now you have Altstadt in there, which would be just that value that you want.
Right. Right, that looks pretty good, right? So what we have now is, so here comes the point of our country code and postal code. So here's the SQL, right? It's as simple, like select everything from hardness where. So that's a strange thing.
Yeah, like arriving in the console correctly, arriving in the PHP incorrectly.
Yeah, so that's the point.
With but only values that contain an umlaut. So question is this API that you are asking.
Yeah, yeah. What do you mean? Like how that? Yeah, that's what I was thinking first, right? So maybe that's some kind of Latin whatever, right? So if I can try this out manually, and you will see that looks fine.
It looks fine, but is it fine? Like, does it work to be? I mean, at the insert, do you UDF8 blah blah it? It's it's old. Oh god, it's a long time ago. UTF-8 multibyte.
Yeah.
Code.
I tried that out too. You mean UTF-8? Yeah, I tried that out too. That didn't seem to do anything. And as you can see, since this is I mean, it would throw an error if I do this, then I probably get an error. I can actually try this out, but let's say I say okay. Is that just UTF-8 encode? Yeah, right. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. It's a problem with string languages. Okay, so let's say okay.
It's just an idea to compare. I guess it's not correct, but it.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So let's get this back in here, and let's quickly say, you know what? So that's the local one. Let's actually completely truncate it. Let's not fool around here. And then let's get that one. Okay. See, now I get it like this. See that?
Yes.
Right, and
but, hey, didn't you tell me that this is coming from the service directly?
Sure. But don't. Yes, but this is now right. The UTF encode. So this is what I'm giving back to the client and inserting into the database. Right. So that's
okay,
both.
Okay, but it's now at least the same, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean,
well,
can you now go and get it again and see if it again is different if you get it from database now?
Yeah.
like within the select.
Yeah. You're just a couple seconds
I want
behind.
to shoot it down, to like even see it's the same. It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. There must be something in this encoding.
So it's not, it's the same behavior as without the UTF-8 encode. So you can get rid of that again. And we could try to,
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Um, there there might be some kind of like some kind of binary shit happening where there's just like not a complete character, but some kind of code.
yeah,
Like a backslash e or whatever.
yeah, or one of these umlauts.
And well, right. So probably the encoding that we get from that's basically the question, right? Is how I can
One question, what does this dollar sign mean in the very beginning?
that's to make it so I'm storing IDs in is binary 16 to make it smaller.
Sure, okay. Could it maybe potentially be that the district starts with a dollar sign in case of having an umlaut?
That does not make any kind of sense, but let's try it out.
I mean, it's like, I know it doesn't make any sense, but
Let's prevent any kind of handling by the data. Oh wait, I need to. Well, then I can't give it. Yeah, okay. For testing, that'll do.
I would do for testing, right? I mean,
Yeah, no,
just
you're right.
prevent it from doing anything. Yeah, equal sign. Yes, that's good.
Yeah. Equal sign does basically exactly that. It says like nope, whatever
Yeah, like equally. I do remember those. It's like long time ago, but
whatever you want to do, don't do it. Okay. So okay, I mean, of course now we see it here, but that's okay. And now the question is, of course, okay, second time around, boom. So that's not it either. See it?
okay. Yeah, I see. I see.
So it's kind of like, but here comes the bummer. But it must have
It's
something.
not the select part. It's right. It's only happening in the select part. It's only happening when it arrives on HP valve.
Correct. It's not even happening. So if I go to the if I'm opening up a console, it's not happening.
And you do set a character set, right? You
Yes.
you you. There is another DB set character set.
Yeah, I have
It's
that.
another.
Yeah, so I have that here. I placed it now even in the construct. I mean, I never needed this because that's
Yeah, you just get rid of it again. I mean, it's just one more weirdness, isn't it?
yeah. But what I mean is the well. So here's the point. Okay. So okay, maybe that's something that you missed. So let's just assume, and you know what I'm going to do is
Mhm. You can also get rid of the equal sign again because this didn't help anything either.
this didn't have anything either. So there are a couple of theories I have. So either this responds in some weird encoding, right? And
All right.
which curl interprets, but the point is like, well, it doesn't look like an issue at all if I actually go to it, but I don't know. I don't know. If this is a file encoding issue, maybe. Oh, but no, this.
File encoding issue. You can check that. You have UTF-8 down there.
Yeah, not
Next
of
to
this very file. Not of this very file, but it's so the question is.
Did
Yeah.
anyone else open that file from a German computer or something?
No, not that I
Or
know
any
of.
other?
But I pushed it to a German server. but just one way. It didn't get down, so that's not the issue.
You know, you have it here locally, and it's doing the same. So
Right, exactly. So that's not the point. But I'm actually kind of wondering is, can we find anything under log um, about the encoding?
accepting any, you can go down. No, yeah. So it's the new of 8.
Yeah, it looks good, right?
Okay, setting some cookie there. Whatever. Okay, down. Yeah, that looks fine.
Yeah, it looks all fine.
And then where is the response?
I don't log the response. Even the
You
payload,
don't.
I suppose, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Body.
yeah, yeah. Well, the body, no, I don't log the body, but I mean, you can see it, of course. If you're, let me actually quickly just kind of like,
Yeah, you could dump the update. Yeah, like this would also work. Right.
all right, let's just do it like that. Okay. So as you can see, this looks okay.
Like a little delay, of course. So now, yeah. What do you say? It looks okay. It looks like this in a database if you select it from there. So
Right. Well, but again, so don't forget that with the so uh, this also looks fine.
yes, this is what I'm saying.
So it's something with the select in it and it drives me insane because not only does it not, like I expect the umlaut not to be recognized. Okay, fair enough. But how can it produce this strange ID?
Which is probably not an ID, but just an byte representation.
Yeah. It's super strange. It's really super strange, and I don't know where it comes from.
But what is it in the end, you know? Is it some hacks? Is it some bytes? I mean, if you would at least know what it is.
Right. Yes. Well, that's the point, right? So if I go into, okay, so here comes the interesting part. So what I thought is like, okay, let's figure out what it is by, for example, doing stuff like, okay, now I've got these values in here. Let's maybe select this stuff and get rid of that. Now let's do maybe something strange and say, okay, what if I do this? Okay.
Okay. I'm waiting. Okay, Altstadt S.
Okay. Now get this back
So
in.
okay. That's fine.
And it works like a charm.
It does work now.
Yeah, it does work now.
Can you copy some Ü and insert it there?
Let me see if I can.
No, like
Oh, what the hell? Ooh, interesting. What just happened here?
it's rub braces, I guess.
Oh, wait, it's not set to German. Why does the German keyboard not work? Okay.
No, it's hard to get to German umlauts, but you can Google them.
Yeah. Damn it, not here. Go away.
No, it's not you, umlaut. You can just.
There we go. Okay. Copy that in here.
Yes. Now you have to give it to it via the console, not via the PHP world. Okay.
Okay.
Right here.
So let's do that one.
Uh,
Boom.
I'm waiting for the get.
Yep.
It's again again like that.
It's again like that. It's super weird. It's super strange. And the collation of the field is fine, the collation, I mean, everything should be fine. But for whatever reason, it doesn't want to work.
But what is it? It's hex, isn't it?
Yeah, it's some kind of hex.
Okay, but if it is some hex, maybe we can mysql. No.
I mean, what I'm wondering is, and this is maybe something we can try out. I mean, it could be a bug in the DB Easy, which would be super weird because how come I've never noticed this before? But we could naturally try to do it manually and say, well, what? Oh no.
You know what you can do?
I can't even remember how this works. Okay. Okay. So I'm now just gonna append it. Wow. How does this work again?
Oh god. Get rows or something.
Get, yeah, as some fetch assoc. There we go.
Fetch.
Yeah, right, like this. Okay. Okay. It wasn't as hard as I remembered. But I apparently didn't do it correctly because, oh, this is the username root. Is it not? Oh, sorry, that's the password is empty. And then comes hardness. Okay.
At least I have an article. I can post it to the Twitch so that everyone later will see it. That is describing somewhat the problem.
Okay, my current problem is that I get a 500 error now because this doesn't seem to work. Is this not how... Okay, localhost root.
It's probably not how this works.
Crap. Why not? What's wrong here? Come on, what's going? Don't you remember like Schottenbaum? How does this work?
Oh, I do. It's like very long time ago.
Okay.
And I think it exists. I think shout out to the site because it does indeed still exist.
Does it?
It does.
Okay,
No,
cool.
no, this here, like this, is the best.
Hold on. Schottenbaum was the best. Okay, yeah, okay, user password. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. What? Yeah, okay. Result equals. Yeah, use result. What the?
Oh, this is so nice. I guess you didn't. This is even older, like it's explained on Schattenbaum, and it is still live. It's unbelievable.
Oh crap! That's my. I have to get off. Okay. So what's the article?
Article is about some umlauts coming back as weirdo string, like you described them.
Yeah, it's probably something I should kind of like look into because I have no idea what's happening here. It's destroying my umlauts. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's happening. Okay, yeah, I have to read into this. Unfortunately, I have a meeting now that I need to attend to.
Yeah, no, it's just something I found because it's super weird. I guess you insert something into a different encoding, then you tell your database that you will do somewhere.
Yeah. The dump itself says the data is line 1 encoded.
And this is the two things that I would like. The solution 2 is the thing that I would try. So your table once, change it to a blob, change it back, make it a text that has a character set of UTF-8. And
text even, not even a varchar. Okay.
It doesn't matter. You can change it to whatever you want, but you change it to a blob first.
Okay, interesting.
When you unblob it, it's changing it.
So, okay. Well, why not, right? Alter table hardness. Okay. District. Yeah, that is something I never understood, right? District, blob. Okay. Execute. Okay. 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 Should I not do MB4?
I think the character set doesn't have the MB4. It's like the set names thingy.
You might be right. What? Incorrect string value for column district. At row 2. See that?
Yeah. And try the MB. Try it. I mean, it's like at least words and ID and try.
No, no. This is the right kind of thing. I think we're onto something. Here's what I'm gonna do. Crap. Give me a second here. Do you see it now?
Yes.
So this worked. And this has some bytes before. Do you see how I don't know if you can see that, but then it starts with Altstadt.
Yes, it has a blob before, right?
Yeah. There's crap before it.
Byte blob is before it.
That's the point.
Know what? Byte blob could be in your response answer.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, it's probably.
No, it's even more than that. See, it's much more than that.
Yeah, but you know what? I think this is probably as simple. What the hell? I can't. Oh, because this operation is running. Okay, but I have an idea now. Unfortunately, I have to go off. But it's probably as primitive as. It's probably as primitive as this.
Trim? No, don't tell me it's trim. Come on.
Unfortunately, I have to check it out later. I'm getting bombarded by a phone. So
If the trim will work or not, Let's find out in the next episode of setting up an AWS EC2 instance.
Yay. Cool.
It was nice to hear you. It was nice to help you.
I,
If it helped,
I believe me, I'll let you know. Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
Uh,
Have a good night.
Same to you. Bye.